Hello and welcome to another video, and I am allergic to bad films apparently. As well, I watched a film I'm going to be talking about a lot in this video, and the next day I was very ill. Today I am going to be talking about Nightcrawler, the first film I've ever really disliked. All of the films, I'm alright. Even fucking Twilight, I'll sit through that if I have to. But Nightcrawler, no, never again. Never again. It was torture. It was tedious. No. And the thing that made it bad was the main character. And some people will already be down in the comments saying, "Oh, but you're not supposed to like the main character. You're supposed to dislike him, and blah 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 blah." Well, if that's the case, why did he make you spend 2 fucking hours with this tedious piece of shit for a film with an unfunny, unlikable, unrelatable character for almost 2 hours? There are a billion other more interesting characters they could have shown you in the film, but no. And they could have stuck with their lives for 2 hours and made a better film than that shit. Yeah, so in the first few minutes, the main character's beaten someone up to rob his watch, tried to negotiate a price for stolen goods. Then he becomes a night crawler, basically a person with a camera that goes around reporting on stuff for the news and selling it to the news. And at this stage, it's alright, it's not great. The main character's beaten someone up and robbed his watch. And so it's alright, it's not bad, but no, it's not good, but it's not exactly bad. But then it progresses and progresses and progresses. He gets good at what he does, and then when he does that, for the rest of the film, the character is intelligent. For this part of the film, not a fucking clue what he's doing. He buys a fucking muscle car instead of a bigger apartment because the apartment he's living in looks absolutely fucking tiny. Or, maybe a van to fit, equipment in rather than a tiny muscle car. So, yeah, film director makes him appear intelligent. What he actually is a dumb shit. And so then it goes on and on and on some more, and then he pressures a woman he works with into sleeping with him, and that is where it gets shitty. And yeah, so then he cuts the brake on a guy's van. We don't see what happens to that guy until the second half of the film, but that's about as shitty as it gets, and that's pretty shitty in the first half of the film. Now for the second half. Oh, the second half. Alright, so he goes and so we see what happens to the guy whose van he's cut the brakes of. Hint, he's being killed in a crash. So the character's murdered somebody. Then he sneaks into a house, a crime scene nonetheless, sees the shooters escaping, records the registration plate and stuff. And this is all before the police have gotten to the crime scene. Sees the suspect leaving, and he goes in, films it, and sells it on. Sells all the footage on, apart from the registration plate of the van, and the escaping of the suspects. And so, after I've actually tried to cut out this bit in my memory. So when the police get here, they start running away, and so the very next day, police arrive in his apartment after seeing the news, and so he tells them he didn't get a good look at the guys, and he didn't see the registration plate. So he withholds evidence from the police, and then it comes out they were a drug war thing, and so he finds the guys again, just so he can sell the footage to the police, no, not the police, the news, and so he gets maybe one or two cops killed just because he wants more money. He then gives his worker a raise before he gets one or two cops killed. And the guy wants 25,000, which is half of what he's getting for the wanted, for finding these guys. And so and that's important later. That is really important later. But gets one or two cops killed, chases the guy. Oh, and yeah, then the guy crashes. One of the suspects is dead. The other is driving the car. Then he crashes. Main character whose name I have forgotten, and good riddance to him. Is the main character goes around to check if the guy's dead whilst filming. He's not, but you know, main character being the twat that he is, he tells his partner that he's dead. So his partner comes round, gets shot, just so the guy can get more money. The criminal then gets out of the car, and at that point you're screaming at the TV, mate, you could be the hero just by shooting this fucker. And he doesn't. And he gets shot by the police. Not the main character, the criminal. And so he's murdered 3 or 4 guys during this. He's withheld evidence. He's fucked over the police. He's been a dick to everybody. He's pressured people into sleeping with him. Basically, the main problem with this character is he's an unfunny, No, not even one joke. Unlikable, unrelatable twat. Absolute twat. And, yeah. One of the worst things about this film is that critics have given it a 4 or 5 stars. Sure, in what fucking world is tedious now a good thing? Fucking horrible. And the absolute worst thing about this film is that it even fucking exists. That's all for this video. I will never watch that piece of shit again. And leave a like if you enjoyed. And as always, subscribe.